So relaxing shoulders, that's where we're heading, right? So let the arms just hang and we'll move with the breath of the shoulders. Breathing in, let the shoulders ride up your ribs. And exhale, let them ride down. And again, letting the shoulders slink up and release down. And again, with your breath, a couple of times, gliding, sliding, easy shoulders. You're welcome to a side. And then we'll roll the shoulders. Lovely. Bumping up pillows. Nice, smooth and easy. Super. Then we'll take one hand to a shoulder and we're going to squeeze while we begin with a shoulder roll, but then you can let that move into something a little bit more fluid with a bent elbow and circling a little. Getting circulation, hydration in that whole area. Super. Let's take that arm back. Turn your head the other way and just tap gently across your chest there. Do you feel your breath? Can you feel like things are lifting as you breathe in and lowering there in your chest as you breathe out? Good. You can stop the tapping, but gently open and close your fingers of the arm that is back. Give things a stretch. Great. And then we'll turn head to center, arm across the body, hand underneath and hug in. Turn your head to look that way again and feel the breath. Lift and lower your lung underneath that arm. You feel it? Stay nice and present. Jolly good. All right. Let it go, and we will try that on the other side. So you're going to take a hand and get some circulation in your shoulder while you roll the shoulder, and then you can start to get a little bit more, what is the word? Range, a bit more range of motion in your arm. Super. And take that arm back, tap gently around your chest, your pec muscle. Of course, it's your lung you're waking up a little too. You can feel that still moving as you breathe. All right, then we'll sweep that arm across the body, hug it in, turn your head to look over that shoulder. Pay attention to the feeling of breath. What do you feel moving? Great. Bringing it all the way back and down. Let's get a little more open in the chest so elbows can come back. Lift your heart as you push your elbows back. Exhale, reach forward, chin down. Inhale, elbows back, chin lifts, push back. Exhale, chin down, reach forward. So you might feel that area between your shoulder blades glide together as you come up and spread apart as you come forward. Move a few times with your breath, inhaling as your elbows push back and exhaling as you round in. A couple more. Enjoy the breathing. Very nice. Okay, we're going to have to maybe sit a little to the side, interlace the fingers back behind you, reach it back, lift your chest, lift the chin. We're doing the anti-computer moves now, finding lots of space across the front of the chest, opening, opening, opening. Breath. Super. Okay, let it go. Swim time. It's, you know, these hot days, we want a little swim. So a few moves of breaststroke. Again, this like widening of the chest, widening of the chest. And then we can take that to a little doggy paddle. Now, so some of you might want more doggy paddle, but some of you might want to take that into more of a front crawl. Really get the arms cycling around. And can you also feel that you're going to twist a little bit So there's some spinal movement. For those who feel like it and you're okay, backstroke. So it might be like a doggy paddle backstroke, or for some of you, it could be that you've really got that wingspan going. And breath. Yeah, very nice. Okay, super. Let's get the rest of the spine moving. So cat and cow time. And I would begin it with an exhale and really round in and bring your tail forward, your chin down to meet your tail. Breathing in, take your tail back, lift your heart and your chest. And breathing out, rounding in, rounding in, rounding in. Ah, nice long exhale. Inhale, sweep it up and back with the tail. And exhale, round it in. Take a few more, your breaths, your pace, enjoying your spine. Ah. Coming up to center. No, hopefully we're sitting a little bit taller. Now we've got some space of freedom. Oh my God, today's one of those days. Okay, let your arms hang by the sides and see if you can reach down toward the floor. Now some lateral flexion, side bending. If you're feeling free now, we can reach it up and stretch. Same side, reach it down and stretch. Like a little accordion. Can you feel as you go down this side closes, and as you reach up, open, 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 big stretch. One more to go. Down we go. And all the way up, 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 up. Super. Hold it here if you can. Take a nice deep breath. Excellent. Bring that arm all the way back and down. Shall we try it on the other side? Let's go. Down we go. And open it out. Ribs opening. Yeah. Reach and touch. Reach and stretch. And again, down we go. And reach it over. Stay here if you can. Take your breath. Lots of space opening into the side here. Super. Release that all the way and down. Let's get some rotation of the spine going. So we can maybe begin with one arm on top of the other and just begin to twist the spine. Still feeling your breath? Something moving from breathing? Then we can get a little more aerobic and reach. And we can also do a little bit of a lift of the butt. So if you're reaching out with your right arm, lift up your right butt cheek. Reach to different levels. Maybe you're reaching a little bit higher. Wow. Fantastic. Bringing it all the way back and down. Observe. So just sitting nice and tall. Have we improved our posture a little bit? Maybe you feel the heart, temperature, little changes. Good to get things going. Okay, let the arms right up. And exhale, begin to fold as far as you can go. Enjoy a breath there. Do you feel the breath? Maybe you're moving the belly as you breathe. Push the feet into the floor a little bit more as we come all the way up, coming up, coming up, coming up. And exhale to fold. See if you fold just that little bit more. Remember to feel your breathing. Give a little push of your feet to the floor. That'll help you come all the way up. And one more time, folding in, folding in. It's getting easier, isn't it? You're more and more foldable, very pliable. Is it getting easier to observe the breath somewhere in your body? Okay, we're coming on up, reaching the arms up. Let's come back to our side bend. Let's go to the right. This time we'll move the head a little bit. So could you look up to the ceiling and then down to the floor? Looking up to the ceiling and down to the floor. And one more time, little look up to the ceiling and down to the floor. Release the arms down. Very nice. So I think it's kind of nice thought just to let you know this, that when we're moving the head like this, you're also like avoiding the double chin. I hope you enjoy that, right? You're working all of this musculature. It's so good for, you know, posture, but also like not being all flabberty chinned. So there we go. Shall we do it on the other side? So we can reach it up, side bend to this side. And are you able to stay open in your chest and look up and look down? You can feel these neck muscles, all the muscles around your jaw. As you do this, holding your head, moving your head, and keeping you toned in the neck. One more little turn. Good job, coming all the way up and release. Wow, super duper. Okay, we haven't moved a lot in the hip joint. Let's get cracking with that. Other than folding, of course, is so circle it out. And creaky chair, not creaky joints. We want smooth, silky joints. So we go in the other direction. All right, then we will isolate each leg. You might want to be a little bit closer with your legs. Take your right leg, and we're going to see, can we move it freely in all of the planes of movement? First one is this plane of movement. The second will be to go like from side to side and move there. And then we can kind of give that more of a circle, catching those different ranges of motion. And in the other direction. Great. And then we're going to do like the foot onto the leg. You can't see that so well, but let the leg fold out and in. So you're encouraging the knee to come out. And you can place the foot either on the side of this foot or the side of the leg, or some of you might want to come up a little higher. You can even put it on the chair or put it over your leg. It's up to you. So you might want to use your strap to help hold the foot if that's uncomfortable, or see if you can maybe put it on your chest. That's not too bad. So we're into like a seated tree pose. All right. So wherever you feel that you can be comfortable, sit up tall. And we're going to get some branches. Maybe your branches are reaching up high. If it's too much on your shoulders, it can be a little lower. But you are a beautiful seated tree. Observe your breath. Nice and easy. And then just taking a look up toward the ceiling. And then down toward the floor. And up toward the ceiling. And down toward the floor. Release your branches. Good job. Okay, we're going to bring this one down and do a little to get the other hip joint nice and free and mobile. So begin with just lifting and lowering the leg. And then we can change our plane of motion. So we can do a like out and in. And we can take the combination of those two into a circle. And the reason to do this, maybe holding your leg, is because you'd get a better range of motion. I want to go the other way. It puts quite a lot of effort into your different muscles, into your hips and your legs if you do it without holding. It's not impossible, but okay. Then we're going to work on a little bit of external rotation. So when you turn the knee out, you're turning the thigh outwards into external rotation. You can place the foot on the floor next to the other foot, gently brush out, or you might have the foot a little higher. You could hold the shin and hold it a little higher, or some of you might be able to place your foot reach it up on the chair. If you had something in front of you, you could also put it on another chair or a table just in front of you. That's also possible. So seated chair, seated tree pose. Nice and tall. And maybe we grow some branches. They could be here. Or for some of you, it might be that you reach it up. Sense your breath again. There's a little more resistance with your breath when your arms are higher. And then if you want to move gently with the breath and the neck, breathing in, looking up, and breathing out, looking down. Take a few rounds at your breath, looking up and looking down. And one more. Jolly nice. Let the arms come down. We can put this back onto the floor. And we are going to really work the hip joints by practicing getting up and down from the chair, if you would like to. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. You can just practice a little bit of weight shift between feet and butt. So remember at the beginning of the class, it was, could you sense the feet, the pressure of the feet? Could you feel your legs on the chair? So now's a great chance to feel, okay, feet, then sitting bones, feet, sitting bones. And that's a great way to get you up. I can already see some of you are getting up. Hooray, hooray, hooray. But we've got to get down. Now you're up, we're going to get down. So actually, hands onto your lovely butt. That's where we're going first. And I want you to sense your sitting bones. We'll practice going back, and you're going to broaden your butt, widen your butt. And then as you come up, narrow your butt. Let's try it again. Broaden your butt. So you're widening, widening, widening your sitting bones. And we come up, and you can feel them coming together. So that is happening, biomechanically. So as we go back, nice strong legs, widen your bottom. Then you come up and you feel this space narrows. One more time, we're going to come down, but this time, if you like, we can take the arms forward and we're in chair pose. Hooray. Breathing. Now, again, do you feel your breath? Where? Your nose? Can you feel in your nose? Can you feel your ribs move a little bit? Belly? Now feel your feet and push your feet into the ground, and you can come all the way up. Yay, you're up and standing. Give it a little wave of the arms. You're up, you're up. All right, so it's good to have a chair handy, just so that you feel comfortable for any balance things that we do, and we'll use the chair to stretch as well. So we did a seated chair pose, but what about a tree pose? That's the one I want. A seated tree pose. Now we can do a standing tree pose. True? Yes. So you can stand on the leg nearest the chair and pop your toes on the floor of the other leg, the outer leg, and swing your leg like a little gate out and in. Like part of tree pose is to be able to be open in here, in the hip joint at the front. Go to a point you can feel, yeah, that feels actually pretty good. I could sustain that. And you either place the foot on your shin or higher. Whatever would feel, okay, this feels comfortable. And then we're going to work on how much do I need to hold on. So we can feel pressure of maybe the hand or the fingers on the chair. How much pressure do we need? Maybe none. And we can practice tree pose. Up to you if you let go. Up to you if you want to change a center of gravity. What if one hand were to reach up? Oh, did that change? And do you feel your breathing? Maybe, but the other hand wants to go, I don't know. Feel your breath in and out of the nose. And we can softly become a biped once more. Hooray, hooray. Give it a little shake out. It's good to have a little shake out because what happens, we tense a little bit. in balance sometimes, which is also why I'm reminding you to feel your breath, because holding your breath is very difficult. I'm going to go to the other side. You can do that if you would like to. So the balance leg is the one nearest the chair. The other leg, you're going to come up onto your toes and let your leg kind of swing out and in. Now, once the leg's able to open out a little bit, again, you can either have toes down if that feels a better balance for you, or you can have the foot onto the shin, or a little higher, wherever you think, yeah, okay, I can manage that. Then start to observe how much pressure you're putting of the hand to hold the chair. Could you lighten the pressure? Could you maybe have a second or two of not holding? And then explore the other arm. Maybe one arm is up. Maybe the other arm too. I don't know. So you're going to go to your level and enjoy the one that you find and feel your breathing. Breathing in nice and easy. Breathing out. And then we can enjoy being a biped. Hooray! We made it. We made it. So give things a good shake again. Nice shake of the legs. And we'll do, yeah, let's do a couple of warrior poses because these are also great leg strengtheners. But we're also going to work on opening up the chest. So I spent a bit of the time at the beginning really trying to work on opening the chest. So before we even get to warrior, you can just stand in a kind of mountain pose. And we're going to do goalpost arms or cactus arms. And we're going to come into this in the warrior poses. So observe, what does this look like? Turn your head to the right and line up your elbow with your shoulder. And see if you can also line up your hand over your elbow. Ooh, does that look okay? Viki, let's turn and do the same on the other side. As best as you can, line up your elbow to your shoulder and your hand over your elbow. Great. Head can turn to look forward. Gently pulse your elbows back. Just a little, pulsing back. See if you can feel those muscles between your shoulder blades fire. They're called your rhomboid muscles. And we want them nice and lively so we don't get all droopy in the front. All right, let those arms go. Give things a little shake out in your arms. Hopefully you've got that, because this is a great way to stop kind of head forward, rounded upper back, is to strengthen these muscles in between your shoulder blades. All right, now we were going to do a warrior pose. Isn't that true? Not a warrior, but a warrior. So let's take your right foot forward, your left foot back. Choose your stance here. You could have it a little longer or a little shorter, depends what feels good, but try to get a bend into your front leg. So you've got a sort of a 90-degree-ish angle if you can. Now, for those who want to, you can hold your chair in front and say this is a nice leg strengthener and a stretch into the back leg. Or you might take one arm or both arms and come into that goalpost arm scenario. Now, breath. Where do you feel your breathing? And if you want to add a little bit of challenge, it's also good for vestibular, for balance, could you gently look up and look down? Don't be surprised if that's a bit of a balance challenge. So take it very gently and follow your breath. Okay, release the arms down, interlace them behind you if you can. Lift your chest, reach the fingers back. Nice bright sunshine on your chest, on your heart. And gently let it go. All right, are you a warrior on one side? I hope so. Step it up and then step it back to the other side. So set up your stance so you feel comfortable, but not too comfortable, right? We're meant to work the legs a little bit here to try to get a 90-degree angle. And also we've got this lovely stretch into the back leg, across the calf, the Achilles. Then you can decide, well, could I maybe bring the arms into goalpost arms and feel this, this is a real challenge for some of us to be open in the chest, strong and supportive. So you decide, find your breath. And if you're feeling strong, warrior-like, add in the next challenge of gently lifting your chin up and chin down. And again, and you might feel like just that little shift in your balance. So lots of systems working. All right, we can touch down, step it up, shake out each leg. And we're going for warrior one again. This time you can choose your arm position. So taking your, well, the other side as we started. So I think it's your right leg back. Left leg back, I think. Either way, we'll do both sides. So this time, maybe you want to take it the stance a little bit longer. So you're warmed up now, you know what it is. Strengthen through the legs. Always options to hold or to come back. You could have the arms out to the side, or for those who want to do true warrior, we can lift up and feel there's a nice line of energy from the back leg drawing all the way up through your torso and zinging out through your fingertips. And yet your shoulders are not going to hunch to your ears, right? Let your shoulders sink down a little bit. Then we feel the breath. Where can you feel your breath? Can you feel it in your belly, your ribs, your nose? More. Breathe into your feet. Okay, gently release the arms down, step it up and step it back to the other side. Again, arrange your stance. So maybe it's a bigger challenge than the first warrior pose that we did. Check in. How could you express the arms? Maybe out to the side, palms up, or goalpost. Or warrior one, with the arms extended. Check in on those shoulders though. Snuggle them away from your ears, but still feeling the energy zinging up through your fingertips. Now let's breathe. Are you a strong warrior? Yeah. All right, bring the hands down, step it up, shake out the legs a little, and we're just going to give one nice stretch to the back of the legs with a chair downward dog. You could also use a wall for this. And how you use the chair. So you can hold the back of the chair, or you can spin her around and use the seat of the chair. So I'm going to do that today and just show you that you can go a little bit lower with what you're doing. So for this, I want to start with bent legs and reach it forward. And try to keep the curves of your back, so you don't want to round your back here. So stick your booty out. That's what's got to be done. From there, you can begin to walk back a little and explore straightening your legs a little bit more. Try not to let those shoulder blades snuggle up toward your ears, though. Give yourself some headspace. Lots of choices to stay higher or to go lower, to be more bent in your legs, or to really straighten out and stretch your legs. And then we feel the breath. Lengthen your exhale a little. Maybe sigh. Okay, we're going to bend into the legs, coming all the way back. And it's time to sit back down. Dun, dun, dun. Superb. All right. So if we have the strap handy, the strap is another way that we can really enhance that back of the leg straightening out. You know, when we're in the chair, we have this like angle all the time, right? Not so great. We want to be able to sit on the floor. All right, so we're going to hook the strap around the ball of the right foot. And I'm going to hold the strap like on the inside of the leg and pulse the knee toward the chest just a few times so we are able to get the flexion of the hip before we worry about the knee. So as high as you can with your knee to then explore straightening the leg a little bit and just try that a few times. Push out, give a bit of resistance, be strong in your leg and push. Then you're going to come to the point where, okay, I can hold this out, maybe a little bend in the knee, or you can actually really straighten out. Remember to sit up tall and breathe. The shape of the foot, where the foot is pointing, is going to change the stretch. So could you then pulse the foot? And maybe when you lift the toes, you feel, oh yeah, it's giving a little bit of a pull. And then you can change the angle of the foot. So instead of just going like straight up, maybe you pull it in a little bit and you'll get more of a stretch along the outside of your shin, just a little bit. And breathe. All right, we can have the foot pointing up. Take the other leg a little to the side. Let's open this out here. Nice stretch to the inner thigh. Extend your arm out. And we are going to turn the head to look at the hand. And then turn the head to look over the other shoulder. Ooh. Let's try that again. Turning the head to look at the hand that's back. And then turning the head to look over the other shoulder. One more time. Breathing. Super. Bring everything back into center, including the leg position, the other leg. Crisscross this leg over and hold with the other hand so you're in your seated twist and open it out. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Nice deep twist. And breath. And then we can do that little extra challenge, if you want to, of turning your head in the pose. So, you know, no, 2, 3 times, nice and smooth. So we really work on our neck muscles, range of motion. Okay, let's bring that back into center. Great. Take away the strap just for a moment and give attention to that leg as far down as you can. Caress your knee, your shin, your ankle, your foot, all the good stuff. Okay, give it a tap. Fabulous. Just give a moment, just sense the 2 legs. Maybe you've got a little more input, a little more sensation on that side we touched. Feel, you know, the tingles, it's good. All right, and then we will do that sequence on the other side. So the foot is hooked like a little fish. I'm holding the strap on the inside, and let's see if we can get some nice hip flexion again. So you're able to lift up and fold in here. You know, where we healthily fold and unfold is good to know. And we see, can I get my knee quite high and then push out with resistance? Push. And try that a couple of times where you just push out. And it may be that you don't straighten the leg completely. That's fine. But we will strengthen as we stretch. Okay, are we ready to hold it a little more now? So sit up tall. No collapsing, right? nice and tall. And we can explore a little action of the foot. And see if you can get the stretch with the toes really up and toward, coming back toward you. Nice big stretch there. You can change the angle by just tilting the foot in, just to stretch a little more along the outer line there. Kind of like that feel there. Maybe you don't. Either way, we can enjoy our breathing. Tilt the foot back up. Take the leg out to the side. I would adjust and widen the stance here just so we get a little extra stretch to the inner thigh. Take it back with your arm. Turn your head to look at your hand. And you can just be in this pose and enjoy this pose, or maybe you want to explore turning the head gracefully to look over the other shoulder and back. And to try that again. Smooth. Maybe you have a little crickle crackle sound. I don't know. Bring everything back into center and let's move into our twist. So leg goes across the body, strap changes to the other hand, turn. Really lovely big twist. And if you want to add the gentle turn of the head, then you're welcome to add, or not if you don't wish to. See if you can keep your jaw a little bit softer, your tongue in your mouth gentle. That might help the turn of the head. Great. And then we'll bring that all the way back. Take away the strap and just give some attention to the knees, down to the shins, down to your ankle, to your foot. You can rub, you can tap. All right. And we are going to take a regular seated twist. You can add to it if you want to. So you can take your twist to the right. If you want to, you could also take your right leg over the left if you feel like it. But you don't have to. I'm not going to do that. It's up to you. Might get a little more twist in there. Let your breath do the work to really massage. What do you feel moving as you breathe? Lovely. Coming back into center, let's go to the other side. You can hold the chair, you can hold your leg. And then let the breath do the work. Okay. Coming back into center, rest your hands onto your lap. With your in-breath, let the chin rise. And with the out-breath, let the chin press to the chest. And again, inhale, let the chin rise. And exhale, chin to the chest. Keep the chin pressed to the chest, and like the head is a giant bowling ball, let it roll toward the right shoulder. And let it gently roll all the way along to the left shoulder. And let's do that again. Roll the head to the right. See if you can be really relaxed in your hands, your fingers as you do that. And roll it across to the left. Roll the head all the way back into center. Bring the chin to neutral. Head turns to the right. And head turns to the left. Head to center, right ear toward right shoulder. Look up toward the ceiling. You can use your hand to gently push your head back up. We'll do that to the other side. So ear to shoulder, but try to look up a little bit. You might get the ear a little closer to the shoulder if you do that. Breathe your breath. And then you can push the head all the way back up. Ooh. And place a hand one on top of the other at the back of your neck and just give a gentle squeeze, a sponge while you nod the head in a very gentle, you're like, yes, today's a good day today. Yes. All right. Release that all the way down. Gently relax your arms by your sides. And we'll just check in for a moment with what do we feel in the body? Do you feel the feet on the floor? Perhaps you can feel the legs on the chair. And we can gently place the hands to the lap and feel the hands on the legs. Enjoying just another 2 or 3 breaths together. Staying present with what we sense, what we feel. I'm going to bring the hands to the heart and I will say namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me today.